They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan
Final
Coachman
adjustments are underway in the locker rooms.
Report.
Which of these two teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this.
Get your sorry ass down, boy. Stop playing with me, boy. Sorry ass, boy.
It'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. He'll get this off to Etienne. Touchdown! Travis Etienne. from 19 yards away. And the Black Knights have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for two. Here's a toss coming right. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for two. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, Willis. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Check, Bobcat, go!
Willis now off of play action. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Come on. Hey.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Mustang 19. Ready?
On third down, it's Willis. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he has the first down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Straight ahead is Hall. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second down, here's Willis. This one caught by Davis. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Back to throw, Willis. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Back to the ground with Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Second down throw coming by Willis. Catch is made by Metcalf.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. A give running right is Hall. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Hall again on second down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Breece Hall, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Golden Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Here's Willis. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick.
I know there's some time on the clock.
Oh,
Kick the extra point there and don't go for two and go.
what you gonna do?
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the one and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Back to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Look very much to be a catchable ball.
Did he not want the ball? What the fuck?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Back to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. Called for by the offense as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Oh, for real.
Here's 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use in the final stages. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. ETN on the toss right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and...
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Bitch, yeah. You play. Why you play your cards like that though? Why you play your card?
Here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Me and Steven got into a little debate. This debate was based off what was fast.